So Highland Model 3 console squeak fix. Sure, a lot of you guys have had the issue with the very center of the console making a really loud squeak when you put pressure on it. The end's not really an issue, but the center always seemed to squeak really bad. I brought the car in to service and they said they've never seen it, even though it's all over the forums. They wanted to replace the whole console. Everything, charging pads, rear screen, the whole thing. And I already have carbon fiber here. This whole console section is carbon fiber, and I was like, I'm not gonna rip it off and spend another 150 bucks doing it again. By the way, this is Hills made, really good stuff. All the patterns match up, you know, all the way down on 3 panels. It just probably the cleanest I've seen. But anyways, so what I did find out, versus doing that and having them give me another console cover that most likely will squeak also because there was no updated part number, I figured there's got to be a better way. So I did find out that this section, this plastic section, does separate from the leather section, just using a pry tool. I found that starting at this corner here seemed to be the best bet. Just kind of pop it down, put your finger under there, pop that down, and then I just kind of run it down the side slowly, because there's a whole bunch of them. And that separates just like that. So magnets are holding it down right now. This was sort of an experiment. What I did here, let me take this off. What I did here was I took some like 1/8 inch adhesive foam, thinking that, you know, this hard plastic and this hard plastic were probably causing the squeak. This deadened it a little bit, did absolutely nothing to fix the squeak. All they did was kind of foam from the factory over these things. So I went to the extent of foaming that piece of foam here, added felt along this trailing edge here, and then also back here, thinking, you know, plastic to plastic on the edges would be an issue. None of that worked. Put it all back together, still squeaking, did exactly the same as it was. Then I found this, and this little guy right here is like a white foamy, it's like a silicone, and you can see it through that hole there, you can see it through these holes here. What I'm assuming is this is sort of the rubber silicone mat that they put down before they upholster this and staple it up. So that's kind of what gives you the padding underneath the leather. And what was happening was this was squeaking against this, and it's just the perfect two materials to make the noise together. I felt wrapped this just in case as well. This kind of goes into this section here. It doesn't snap in, it's just sort of a guide. So there's a lot of slop in that hole. And I just figured, you know, rather than letting it rattle around in there, I'll just felt wrap it. I think it's just sort of to line them up to get these to snap in properly. But covering this worked 100%, completely gone. Save yourself all of this effort. Just take yourself like a, I don't know, 2-inch square piece of adhesive felt. Looks similar to this. Got it on Amazon for a Mercedes that I'm kind of a rattle Nazi. So I was on the forums looking at squeak fixes and bought this like years ago. So works great. And yeah, cover that piece up. Don't let it touch that, and you're good to go. So I snapped it back together, and it's perfect. Put your elbow down as hard as you want. Absolutely nothing. It feels exactly like the previous generation. Feels like my 2021.